Hey guys, Riley Owen. DVD and Blu-ray update, or should I just say a physical media update? Um, it has been a long time. It's first off, it's 2023. That's great, right? Round of applause to that, eh? Um, but it has been a long time since I've put out some original content on the channel. Like, yeah, I do an unboxing here and there, but most of it is, I mean, let's face it, has been like classic film uploads, like Our Gang and Harold Lloyd and all that. So, yeah, I've been really focusing on that than actually creating new content. So, and the original content I have been posting has been rushed, like with Gum Thursday or Screwy Louie's Thursday events or whatever the frick, I can't remember. But so this is an original video. I'm, you know, not really rushing, but a physical media update. For all you physical media, I know a lot of you guys watching are physical media people as well. So yeah, we stay united. I got a pretty big update. There's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 films, 12 DVDs here, and 1 Blu-ray. So I guess we will start with Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Good movie. It's a classic. Well, I wouldn't say it's a classic. A lot of people think it is. Um, I'm gonna say it. I'm a huge Tim Burton fan, and I do love this movie. I don't like the thing that kind of kills it for me is Paul Rubens' performance. Like, he's good, but I am not a big Pee-wee fan. I like this movie for the direction of Tim Burton, and that's about it. I also like Danny Elfman's score, of course, because it's Danny frickin' Elfman. But Pee Wee Herman himself, I'm not a big fan. But as a Burton fan, this is pretty cool. So I got this at a used film store for $5. Nothing on there. I really wanted to get the snap cased version, like one of these, like when DVDs first came out, the really old ones. But I didn't, because this was what was there. So yeah, we got that. We got this. I don't know what this is. I just got it because it looked interesting. It was at my local Goodwill. Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlists. I got it because I like Kate Dennings and Michael Cera, and it looked interesting. I wouldn't say I'm fans of either of these two, but I do like them. Like, I was a big Scott Pilgrim fan for a while. That movie got me through depression at one point, so I have a lot of nostalgia for it. Not a big fan of the movie nowadays, but as a teenager, I loved it. But, yeah, and I love Superbad, of course, and Kate Dennings. I like Two Broke Girls. The 4-year-old version was okay. I didn't really like that, but yeah. You see the price I paid for this? $1.99. Hey, and it's in a Blockbuster case. Cool. So, yeah. I wouldn't say I'm excited to check it out, but I hope I'll get around to it. A lot of us, when we go for pickups, we just pick up, as physical media collectors, we pick up something and never watch it, and it sits, collects dust, whatever. I'll give you another example of something that will probably just sit and collect dust. It's another pickup, Chicago. I got this, again, because it looked interesting. It was at Goodwill as well. Again, it was a blind buy. Love doing blind buys. But there you go, the inserts. I will not show you the inserts, never mind, it's kind of pointless. But Chicago. I don't know any of the actors in this, so strange. It'll be completely new for me. Got this as a Christmas gift, Kung Fu Panda. Awesome. This is a Blockbuster version. Grew up with this movie. I haven't seen it since I was a kid, but I love Jack Black, and I love animation, of course, and I remember this being really good. I don't know what people think of it. I don't know if people think it's good or bad, but I remember liking it, and I assume it'll be good if I rewatch it. So, Kung Fu Panda, awesome. Thank you so much, Carter. He's the one who gave that to me. I was so, oh man, I was so stoked to pick this up. This is Malcolm in the Middle, the complete first season. The only season of the show in America on DVD. Hey. Yeah, it's the worst season, but it's Malcolm. I mean, it's it's I grew up with this show, let me tell you. This show influenced my comedy in so many ways. Some of my favorite memories I've ever had in my life is, man, we're in the basement. Mom is up teaching piano lessons. We're down in the basement because, we're not allowed up there. And me and my two brothers, Carter and Preston, we watch Malcolm in the Middle. And Dad comes downstairs, brings home some meatball subs after work, and we watch Malcolm. Oh my goodness, nostalgia. But yeah, this show, I don't think anyone can say they don't like it. I was actually surprised because I went back and rewatched it because I watched it a lot as a kid with my brothers, and I watch episodes here and there now. But I was surprised to learn that this show isn't like very popular. Like I thought like people thought this was one of the best sitcoms because I certainly did and do, but like it doesn't get as much praise as I would think. Like it's just kind of it was shocking to me. Like I almost can't believe it. Like what? But this first season, yeah, it's not the best season, but this is a great DVD. It has to be one of my favorite DVD box sets. I've been wanting it for a long time. I found it for $8, I think. Yeah, $8. Yeah, that's what I found it. Got it for. Has all the original inserts. It's really interesting though. This how season 1 was promoted. They were still putting their foot in the ground, so they used this weird fisheye bowl lens to promote. Like it was weird, and it didn't fit the show at all, and I find it hilarious, but whatever. So there's that. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. This is a really funny bootleg. I actually did a video on this when I saw this in a Goodwill. We were traveling some far away from here, and I found this there. This like it's a bootleg for sure. I made a video on it in the Goodwill, and then I'm like, yeah, this is weird, guys. Whoa, look at this weird bootleg. And then I actually bought it, and then I meant like, oh, guys, I bought it. Look at the menus. They're crap. These are, and I didn't post the video, and I may never, but these are TV recordings, which is strange. It has all the commercials and stuff. This is definitely a freaking bootleg. It resembles the seasons 1 and 2 box set of, like, but not really. It's just strange. This is like Frank and Dee are printed like 3 times on the cover. It's just weird, and it opens up. It's just weird, guys. I should post that video because this is go in depth because this is possibly the weirdest bootleg I've ever seen. Comes in 2 cases. Okay, they're just blank, and the discs. There they are. Of course, they look like bootlegs, and of course the cases are cheap. Like, my goodness. But this is interesting. This disc specifically is so faded. This is just what you get with bootlegs. This is one of the reasons I love bootlegs so much. Like, look at this. This is bright, and then this is, like, super damp and colorless. And, like, disc 4, the font, like, there's a box around this, and then there's, like, numbers and nothing around there. It's just so fascinating, these bootlegs, and like the fact that like you will never find these again, like it's just interesting. And oddly enough, this is seasons 1 and 2, and it says the complete seasons 1 TO4, and there's 2 price stickers that say something on it, and this was not what it cost at Goodwill. So this has been passed down from who knows where. Okay, many people have owned this. Is what that is. And there's tape on here, and it's beat up. I like bootlegs. Okay, here we got some kind of here. This came in the mail today, because I really wanted to watch this movie. I couldn't find it anywhere. If there's a movie I want to watch, I'm not gonna rent it. Like if it's nowhere for free, I'm just gonna buy the movie. This was pretty awesome. I am a huge Richard Pryor fan. I'm an even bigger Gene Wilder fan, which you will see in a minute because I have a Gene Wilder pickup here. I say I combine them because, they did some stuff together, and I love both Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor together and apart. I'm big fans of both. This was really interesting. From what I know, the film was like the studio made some terrible decisions with it. It was supposed to be just a drama, and it's not. It's a drama, and it has like comedy in it, which you could comedy dramedies have worked in the past, but not in this case. It messes with the tone of the film, which is a problem because you want to care for the characters, and you can't when it switches from like complete dark drama to complete goofy comedy. It's not like a drama with some comedy bits. It's like one moment it's a drama, one moment it's like stick up when he's trying to rob it's just weird. But I had a lot of fun with it. I thought it was great. Some kind of hero, and it's released by Olive Films, which I only know about because they release a lot of Jerry Lewis movies on Blu-ray, and nobody else will. Example, The Geisha Boy, Jerry Lewis film, one of my favorites. I've actually got a poster. I should make a video on it. The actual poster for The Geisha Boy, Geisha, whatever. It's an actual one they use in the theaters. Like, I can't find a poster frame big enough for it. And it's like number 47 out of like 400 and something. Yeah, awesome, right? So as I mentioned, I got a Gene Wilder movie here, and that is Silver Streak. Also got my boy Richard Pryor in it, yeah. And I guess Gene Wilder is my boy too, but whatever. This movie was pretty cool. There's not much to say about it. Like, I like the film, but it's definitely not a favorite, and I don't think it's great. I think it's good. But it's Silver Streak. I mean, I honestly don't know what to say about it other than I had fun watching it, and I know what I could say about it. This is Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor's first time working together. They were gonna work together in Blazing Saddles, but that didn't happen. So yeah, it's cool because as soon as Richard Pryor comes to the equation, Gene and Richard just click. Like, you watch them and you just like feel they just had such good chemistry. It blows my mind. But anyway, Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery, got this at the same Goodwill I got the It's Always Sunny DVD at. Oh yeah, cool. Not a big fan of this movie. I really like it for the visuals. The comedy, hit or miss, I guess. More miss than hit for me, but I'm entertained throughout because the visuals to this movie are so good. I love how it looks. I've seen a little bit of The Spy Who Shagged Me, and I have seen absolutely not a single minute of Goldmare or Goldfinger, whatever that third one's called. Yeah. Cool. Got this at Walmart. Charlie Brown Valentine, which has 2 specials on there. Peanuts, I mean, it's classic. I wouldn't call myself a Peanuts fan. Me being a fan of animation, I'm really more of a fan of the Peanuts strips, but whatever. Valentine's Day is my favorite holiday. So, yeah, Valentine's Day coming up. Oh boy, will you be my Valentine, guys? Will you be my Valentine? I'll stop. Discard is awesome. You got Snoopy with some hearts. Fan-fabulous. Here we got Mouse Hunt, which is interesting because, you know what? Before I talk about Mouse Hunt, I want to go through this one here. Bedtime Stories. I would like to end on Mouse Hunt. These are the last 2 here in the update. Bedtime Stories. I love anything Adam Sandler. You guys know I am an Adam Sandler man, okay? I love Adam Sandler. His comedy and his drama. I'm a big fan of both. And any movie with Adam Sandler, I love. He has enough to where if he's just in the movie, I love it. And I loved this. And the only thing I can say about this movie is that when it was done, I wished I grew up with it. This is a kids film, and it is such a good kids film. Holy crap! I really wish I grew up with this. This would be a fantastic movie to like as a kid. That's all I'm saying. It's a great movie, period. But I just mean, like, as a kids film, it is fantastic. So, yeah, show you the disc for this too. There you go. Nothing. It's, you know, what you'd expect. Okay, back to Mouse Hunt, because I have a lot more to say about this than bedtime stories. Mouse Hunt is a movie I saw years ago as a kid. And when I saw it, I knew nothing about old comedy. You know, of course, now that's the best stuff. But back then, I didn't know, you know, the whole thing. And if you don't know, this movie was like a sort of a throwback to those older comedies. You know, Laurel and Hardy, Our Gang, Abbott and Costello, those kind of guys, those old duos, Martin Lewis even. Um, Actually, a lot of Martin Lewis influences in this film, I just realized, but older comedy duos, that's what this really was inspired by, and you wouldn't know that from looking at the cover, which I find really weird. This cover makes zero sense. I mean, there was like one scene with an olive sandwich. I don't know. But you would know that by looking at this picture. And this film is awesome. I I kind of grew up with it, but not really. It's interesting. It is a good love letter to older comedy duos, but again, you would never know that from this. Um, but the problem, I guess, I have with the film was the directing. I really don't understand a lot of the directing choices. They make no sense. A lot of the choices I do understand, but like I'll give you an example. Like this is a slapstick film, obviously. You know, you're gonna do a tribute to those older. You're gonna have slapstick, and the slapstick in this movie I don't really understand because they do it, but like the bigger stunts they don't show. They either show the aftermath or they like do a pan like right before it happens, so like you see a little bit of it like at the very edge of your screen. It's I don't know how to describe it. You gotta have to kind of watch it to know what I'm talking about. They make some really the directing in this movie is really weird. Oh yeah, and Christopher Walken is in this movie, and it is hilarious. It is like I like Christopher Walken. Just he's one of those guys who are just in things. Like he's just in movies. Um, Rob Schneider's another one of those guys. He's just in movies. Like he's in Home Alone 2. He has no right to be there. He's welcome. I welcome him in Home Alone 2, but like why is Rob Schneider in Home Alone 2? It's just kind of weird. Christopher Walken's the same way. Like why is he in this movie? There's no reason for it. It's hilarious and I'm glad he's in it, but like why? You know? It's just funny. But yeah. So that is the physical media update. Almost 20 minutes. Peace.